two breakfasts that most people choose from every single morning. One is packed with protein. One is rich in fiber. And both of these options look incredibly healthy because the wrong breakfast can leave you hungry again by 10 a.m. And the right one can make the whole day easier. In this video, I'm breaking down eggs versus oatmeal to show what each one does well, what each one does badly, and which breakfast makes more sense depending on your goal. Let's start with the biggest mistake people make. They assume all healthy breakfasts work the same way. They don't. A breakfast can look healthy, but still leave you hungry too fast, spike your blood sugar, or make the rest of the day harder. That's why eggs and oatmeal are such a good comparison. They're both widely seen as healthy, but they help your body in different ways. So before choosing a winner, we need to understand what each one actually does. Let's start with eggs. The biggest strength of eggs is protein. Protein is one of the biggest drivers of fullness. It usually helps you feel satisfied for longer and can reduce the urge to snack too early. In several studies and reviews, egg breakfasts have been associated with better satiety and lower later food intake in some people. Eggs also give you other nutrients. They provide choline, vitamins, and minerals. And they're convenient. So if your biggest problem is you eat breakfast and then feel hungry again too soon, eggs are often a strong option. That is especially true if your usual breakfast is sweet, low in protein, or mostly fast carbs. But eggs are not perfect either. They do contain dietary cholesterol, and for some people, that is still worth paying attention to. The smarter way to think about eggs is this. They can absolutely fit into a healthy breakfast, but the whole meal still matters. Eggs with vegetables and fruit is a different breakfast than eggs with processed meats, buttered toast, and sugary coffee. Now let's talk about oatmeal. Oatmeal's biggest strength is fiber, especially a type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. That fiber can help slow digestion and may blunt rises in blood sugar. That makes oatmeal a very strong breakfast when it is minimally processed and built the right way, because not all oatmeal is the same. Steel-cut, old-fashioned, and sugary instant packets do not act the same in your body. Less processed oats tend to have a lower glycemic load than instant oats, and the fiber helps blunt sharp spikes. So which one actually helps more if your goal is to stay full longer, control cravings, and make fat loss easier? Oatmeal is also flexible. You can add berries, chia, or yogurt to make it more balanced. But oatmeal also has a weakness. If you make it too sugary or too low in protein, it may stop being very filling. And that is where people get into trouble. They take a solid breakfast idea and turn it into dessert. So now let's compare them directly. If your goal is fullness, eggs often have the edge because of their protein. If your goal is getting more soluble fiber, oatmeal often has the edge, especially if it is minimally processed. If your goal is cholesterol support, oatmeal has an advantage because soluble fiber from oats is well known for helping. But if your goal is overall diet quality, the best answer may be how you build the meal. This is where most people get it wrong. Mistake number 1. They compare eggs to bad oatmeal. Mistake 2. They compare plain oats to a giant greasy breakfast. Mistake 3. They eat oatmeal with no protein. Mistake 4. They act like breakfast only matters in the moment. But breakfast shapes your choices for the rest of the day. So which one wins? If your biggest problem is hunger, eggs usually win. If it's fiber, oatmeal usually wins. The smartest answer is this. Use both strategically. The best breakfast is the one that fits your goal. The real answer is not one universal winner. It is understanding what your body needs and building breakfast around that. If this helped, like, subscribe, and share. In the next video, we're exposing hidden sugars. See you there.